through. Nice job by, again, the 809 car. Jesse Smith has been around on Christensen. Here comes, oh, there's a nice job of staying away from the driver's side door here. Jesse Edwards gets out of there. Nice hit at the other end put on by the 18 car, Ronnie Scott. And then right behind him, Jesse Edwards with a good hit. Now they're all pushing Mr. Scott into the side hill there. All down at the north end right now, this first heat. There's a smash at the backside as he drives around. Now middle of the arena, Garza with the hit right behind Garza. 101. So car 101 is out. That is Chaz Day's car is out. Now we still got 7 other cars still rolling in this heat. So 7 cars still going. And that again is Jesse Edwards who gets around. Front to front hit there, not too hard with Ben Christensen going into the end of Russ Slater's car. Jesse Smith getting out of there with Edwards right alongside. Now cut off. Edwards gets cut off a little bit as Scott goes around. Now Slater goes in and hits the front of the 16 car of Dalton Augustus. Now they're all bunched in the middle. Down at the other end now, Ronnie Scott in 18's in trouble. 124 is out though. Car 124, Ben Christensen's car is out. And car number 18 is now out. So that's Ronnie Scott's car is out. So we have Augustus, we have Smith, we have Edwards, and Slater. Car number 90 getting in trouble. That's Damian Garza. We'll see how much time he's got. Okay, now Augustus's good-looking car gets blasted there as Edwards gets out of there. Scott comes down. Slater's right there in the middle. Now coming back at him is Edwards. Here comes Scott. Pushing, and a shot there on the front end of Slater's car by Jesse Edwards. Meantime, 809 at the other end, looping around and coming back. That's going to be Jesse Smith. So Smith now comes in the back end of the Edwards car and crushes it pretty good. So now we're down to the 4, it looks like right here. Garza in 190's in trouble. In fact, he's already pulled the flag, it looks like. So do we have 4 in, then? Just 4? I think we're down to just 4 cars now. So we only have 4 left, right? 4 left, okay. So we have 4 left. As soon as one more car goes out, then the heat will be over. Here comes Edwards. Nice hit on the back end of the good-looking Augustus car. Meantime, Slater is going after Jesse Smith, and Slater and Smith meet there head-to-head. Now here comes Edwards, and he pushes Augustus in there. So Dalton with a hit on the front end, too. So we got all 3 of them stacked up, and now he can stack them all up, and he does. So the big hit put on by Jesse Edwards. So Edwards now has made the last hit right here. Can they get apart? If not, the heat may be over. Well, Edwards going to come after him again. Edwards hits so they can break apart. Looks like already now Slater is apart, it looks like, from the 809 car, Jesse Smith. Question is, though, if Smith now could turn that over. Because it looked like Slater was rocking and away, but they can't get out of there. Now Smith's got it turned over. Okay, everybody's out of there. Now Augustus gets the shot from Edwards. All right. Here comes, again, 809, Jesse Smith. Jesse Smith and Edwards definitely have dominated this heat with the hits. There's the push on Slater. Slater drives around the other car. 809 is now out, and that'll end the heat. Okay, so that ends the heat. That ends the heat. So the heat is over. The heat is over now. Heat's over. So what will be decided now is, okay, the heat's over. Slater makes one more hit he didn't know. But the heat is now over. Okay, go ahead, hit somebody. Well, immediately right to the middle of the arena. And looking at that driver's side door hit, they didn't take that on the car of 690, Corey Johnson. And now they really stack up over here. And then a big hit put on as well by the 515 car, Jeremy Shields. Backhand shot by David Grange. Just missing and going around Corey Johnson. Now going right back at David Grange after he made the shot, Randy Johnson. Big hit was put on the 050 car here. Now there's a big shot again from Jeremy Shields. And then another front end shot and a really good one over there by Gary Walker in the orange car. Then David Grange hits the back end of Walker's car. Here comes Cody Johnson at the back end of David Grange's car with a big hit. 0520 is already out. He's pulled the flag. That's Justin Wilson's car. Locked up with him is the 24 car, Rhett Scott. Looks like they're in trouble as well. All right, down through the middle comes Walker. And Walker grazes by the side of David Grange's car. And then a nice hit again put on by Jeremy Shields. Shields pushes around the Randy Johnson car. And now Corey Walker goes into the back end of David Grange's car. Car 24 is out. Car 24 is out. Rhett Scott's car is out. Good hit put on by Grange as he backed in the cars to each other. Now there's the shot to knock them apart from Shields. And now Grange also goes to the back end and pushes up towards the dirt on the Randy Johnson car. So Shields, Grange, Walker. And it looks like, again, 069's in trouble and probably out as well. And that will be the Corey Johnson. He's out. So 0690 is out, Corey. So it's really these four, and the heat will stop after one more car is out. And in trouble now is the Gary Walker car over there, the orange car. He gets hit hard by David Grange's car. Here comes a hit from the backside of a Randy Johnson car. And now it's again Shields pushing hard. Now Grange goes after the back end of Shields and pushes him in. So now again it's just the four cars. And when one car is declared out, it's the up. Now we say the heat's over. Heat's over. Heat's over. Stop. Stop. It's a stop. All stop. Red flags. Red flags. Stop, please.
In Utah, nothing is greater than our liberty. And going is always greater than stopping. So when we look for an emergency room, we don't just want one we can trust. We want one we can trust to respect our time. That's why Mountain Star ERs offer board-certified emergency specialists and short wait times. Mountain Star. Together, we're greater.
On your mark. Get set. Hit somebody. Okay, go after somebody right now. Boy, immediately Corey Johnson going after that Justin Wilson car. Meantime, over there, Garza with a hit on Ben Christensen. And then right behind that, getting pushed up onto the berm. It was a great move there by the car 101. Chaz Day just pushed completely up onto the berm. That Corey Johnson car eliminating him. So now then, it's Wilson's car hit in the back end by car number 18, Ronnie Scott. Ronnie Scott getting chased over there by Day. Ronnie Scott gets spun around by Day. Now there's another hit. Now we got those two cars struggling in the middle of the arena. We may already have our three cars. Who knows? So we've got Wilson pushing on the side of Day. We got Ronnie Scott on the other side. And then we got Christensen's car, Garza's car, and now obviously Cody Johnson in trouble on the berm. Those other two cars, time is running on them. Getting out of there is Chaz Day. Getting out of there, Ronnie Scott. Now Justin Wilson's car stopped. Oh, the flag is pulled by Garza. And a great hit, and they both drive up on the berm, and Scott keeps going right on the backside of Chaz Day. Some of the best action. He clips the front end of Wilson's car as he goes by. So 90 is out, Garza's car's out, he's pulled the foot. There's a good hit, put on by Chaz Day in the back end of Ronnie Scott's car. That's what we came to see. So number 90's out. In trouble now, 0520 is out, so this car's out, Justin Wilson. We're down now to one more car to be eliminated officially, and it's the ones on the berm or Ben Christensen that are in trouble. Because Scott's car just sounded like it just, oh, and there it is right there, 0690 is out, so that heat is over. So the Grudge heat does give us, Ben Christensen gets in. Great job in the heat right there by 101 Chaz Day. Chaz, take a round of applause right there. Chaz Day. So those three cars going in those bring you down. You want marketplace have all kinds of
PCs Unlimited is Cache Valley's first choice for all things computer. For over 20 years, our friendly and knowledgeable staff have been there to help you with on-site and in-store service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all of your computer needs. Our prices are low and our customer service is the best. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited, 610 North Main in Logan.
Do your best air guitar, like you're playing the guitar. Show us how you do it. Right now, there we go. You're stomping the feet, putting it up, swinging that baby around. That's the way it works. Let's do it. And now judges go out and decide the best five. Now, they're not going to judge you just on dancing. You got to be playing the guitar, okay? You got to be authentic playing the guitar. I mean, judges, you can't pick a couple extras. I don't know how many you want, down to 5 or 6 or 7 or so. Okay, let's a round of applause for everybody that's out there. All right, a song from Hex, and this will be the finals of the air guitar. Let's hit for him. Come on, or take him down the home stretch here. You 9 have made our Saturday night special. Appreciate your work. Hey, it's not easy being a rock star, is it? You found out.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Megan, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, clean and spacious. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
And hit somebody. Okay, go ahead. Right away. Right away, Russ Slater goes after it. Right away, down at the other end. A miss. David Granger right up on the side of the Justin Wilson car. Now 515 Jeremy Shields. Slater misses right there in the middle. Grange drives through the middle, doesn't hit anybody. There, after he waited the driver's side out. Nice hit over there, put on by Bennett. So Jesse Edwards waited out the side, the driver's side hit, then hit the Scott car, and then Scott came back around and got part of him. And Russ Slater also there on the side. Couple cars pushed into the berm over there. Meantime, now Scott, 809, the Jesse Smith car, pushing around on Scott. And there's a solid hit put on by, again, Edwards. Now Grange at the other end locked up with Wilson. Edwards misses. Now we got Grange and they unlock Wilson and Grange. Good job. So Walker and Grange are eliminated and moved apart. Now over on the other side over there, the 515 car Jeremy Shields got into the berm, got tangled up in there, and then stopped. 719 Randy Johnson got out of there. There comes Scott, and he held up and didn't hit a driver's side door there. He held up. Now there's the pushback. A number of cars hit. We got sparks, but no fire, as the hit was put on there by Jesse Edwards on the front side of the Jesse Smith car. So the two Jessies, and now range locks up. Slater comes in behind the Scott car. Looks like now Walker at the other end in trouble. Looks like Shields in trouble. Okay, 809's out, 515 is out. So over there on the other side, the Shields car's out, and 809 is out. That's Jesse Smith. 809's not out. He's right out there. Did he pull his flag? Maybe he pulled his flag. So now Slater. There's the hit put on by Edwards. Now a good tangle at the other end. Russ Slater spinning around Ronnie Scott's car. And then going in, Edwards pushing at David Grange. Meantime, right here in trouble, if he can get back into it, the 719 Randy Johnson car. Doesn't look good for him. So there's the hit put on by Scott, and then Edwards swings around. Edwards goes right back against Scott and gets him. Now Grange backs down through the middle. It's basically these four cars right here. One of them is not going to get any money. Grange with the hit. Slater with the hit on the side of David Grange's car. Now here comes Scott. So now Slater pushing away at David Grange's car. Slater gets it out of there. Grange has got to go hit somebody right now, and he does right there, just barely. He hadn't been hitting anybody, and now all four of them have hit somebody. As Edwards gets to Scott, Scott gets to Slater. So it's really the four at the south end. So now here comes Slater head-to-head right there with a hit on Scott. And then a big hit put on by Edwards again, and then Slater takes care of David Grange. So now the 719 car is out over there. Car 719 is out. So that'll be the fifth place car, Randy Johnson. These four, three of them will get money. Slater goes head-to-head right there. Here comes Scott. Slater hits him. Scott runs into David Grange, who hits him. Here comes Edwards, who hits David Grange. So Jesse Edwards backs out of there. Ronnie Scott's trying to get out of there. Slater's trying to get out of there. So we got those four. Scott tries to get through and does. Grange gets cut off on the side. There comes Edwards again after Scott. Grange backing up on Slater. They both back out of there. Now Slater goes back at the back end. Oh, now we got a fire problem over there, so we need to stop. We need to stop. I'll stop right now. There's a fire in the car that's out. That Randy Johnson car over there. They're taking care of that fire. Okay, we got four cars when we restart here. Ronnie Scott 18, Jesse Edwards in the 820, David Grange 215, and Russ Slater in the 42. Three of them will get money. One will not. Ready? Go. Back at it. Now good, right now Scott is tangled up, and now they're trying to get him loose from the Edwards car, and he does. So Jesse Edwards gets away. Now Ronnie Scott in trouble in the 18 car. David Grange hits him. Now it's Russ Slater hitting into the front side of Jesse Edwards. Looks like it might be these three for the money. Because now Ronnie Scott in 18's in trouble. Edwards sideswipes him. Now David Grange coming after 820, misses him. Russ Slater goes after David Grange. And it'll be Russ to hit him right there. Okay, Ronnie Scott is out in 18. So we're down to the last three for the money. Russ Slater and Jesse Edwards have both hit David Grange. Grange, I don't think, hit either one of them. Now, here comes Grange moving forward. He missed, so no hit there. And Slater hits him. So now then it's the other hit. David Grange didn't hit anybody there as he's trying to back out of there. So now Slater goes back after him as he retreats. Here comes Jesse Edwards behind. Edwards, the hit on Grange. So that was Edwards hitting Grange. Grange in trouble here because both Slater and Edwards have hit him. And now Slater, yep, that was a hit by David Grange. That was a hit as he hit into the front side of Slater's car. Now the side shot put on by Edwards and he drives through. Now Slater's car may be in trouble. Nope, he backs up. He backs into the side of Edwards' car who was hitting David Grange's car. Now Grange gets hit by Edwards again. Slater coming around. Timer is on David Grange again after the hit. Both the other two have hit, and now they hit each other. Edwards hits Slater. And now Slater hits Grange again, pushing him forward. Now Jesse Edwards comes behind. Russ Slater backing up, didn't know he was right there. That was not much of a driver's side hit, didn't mean to. Now Slater with another hit on David Grange's car. Are we down to two? It might be. Because we got, it looks like now Jesse Edwards having a little more trouble maneuvering his silver car. Russ Slater hit into the back of David Grange and can't now release him. He's locked up with him. He's pulling him. So now Slater is pulling Grange's car and can't get free. And now Edwards comes in and locks behind. Not a bad idea. Edwards got in there and locked up on Slater. Slater's stuck in between. Slater did hit at Grange. Now he rocks again. Gets out of there. So now he hits Edwards. Now he backs out of there. Now he backs again. Gets out of there. Good job by Slater. Russ Slater gets out of there. Now he hits Edwards in the back. 215 is out. David Grange's car is out for third place. So 215's out. We're down to two cars. So we're down to Jesse Edwards and Russ Slater, and right now Slater is moving the best. So Slater comes around on Edwards, gets him again. So now we're down to those two cars. And again, Edwards in trouble in the 820. So now Russ Slater looking pretty good in the 42. Russ Slater hits him again. $1,200 for first place. So Grange is out for third. Now the back end hit is on, again, Jesse Edwards, who's locked in there. Clock now running on Edwards. Could be Russ Slater's night. Clock still running. All Slater can do, Slater can wait it out now if he wants to, and it looks like he's going to. Yeah, take a couple victory laps if you want. Although maybe he's trying to knock Edwards free. Edwards might be locked up. Hits in the back end. Can he get him free from Grange's car? It doesn't look like it. He pulls the flag. Is he going to? Yep, he does. Russ Slater wins it. Russ Slater is the winner.
Becoming established doesn't happen overnight. It isn't awarded by one single act. Being established comes from a lifetime of holding on to what is most important, even when it is most difficult. Being established doesn't mean doing what's always been done. It means doing what's right. Lewiston State Bank, established in 1905, established for your future.
Matt, let's go. So Garza is going after. Again, the man right there. So Scott goes after him. They hit him in the back end. Move around Shields. There goes Scott. So Corey Scott hits into the back end of Garza. Now here comes around to the other side. Shields takes the back end shot into the Garza vehicle. And they got the other one up onto the berm as well. That might have taken, it might have been one shot and won it in the bash to the last. I mean, Jeremy Shields, all he had to do was just bash him into the dirt. Now he's going to the front side. That might have knocked him out. We'll see. Can Corey Scott get out of there? So Corey Scott still stuck. Garza's car stopped. Jeremy Shields hits the back end again. Did that knock him free enough? Can Corey Scott get out of there? Corey Scott backs out of there. Good job. So now they're going to push Garza into the berm. And now Corey Scott hits Shields there in the front end. Spins him around. All right, Jeremy Shields backing out of there. So Shields against Scott. Scott gets out of there and comes around to this side. Garza's done. Even though he got it turned over. He got it turned over again, now he's out. Oh, they hit him and they even gave him some of his interior insulation and padding. Looked like he's giving you a pillow to sleep on. All right. Getting out of there again is Corey Scott. Corey Scott looking at Jeremy Shields. Shields spinning around. Now Shields goes by him. They're going to hit him again over there. Now he's lined up. Here comes Shields into the back end of Scott. So now Scott is pinned in there. Jeremy Shields backs out of there. Garza had to pull the flag. So again, Damian Garza's out, and now Corey Scott gets pushed more into Garza by Jeremy Shields. And he pulls the flag. So Jeremy Shields wins $200. Jeremy Shields is our winner of the KLZX Bash to Last. He wants to hit some more, but again, good job there, Jeremy. Congratulations on winning the Bash to the Last and $200. So, Jeremy Shields.